We'll talk about the Iron Leaf set in a second. Let me be totally upfront with you. I forgot about Pursuit when I was putting this set together. So we may have to do a little bit of reconsideration. So yeah, because I was like, oh, you know, it's going to be great. I'm going to be clicking Choice Banded Psyblade. I'm going to be either super strong or super fast, depending on what, you know, what Cork Drive I choose. And then I was like, oh wait, we can't click Choice to anything because then Kingambit exists. So yeah, we're gonna have to revise a little bit our thought process here. I'm thinking. Yeah. Anyway, though, let me just make sure this is going here. Okay, cool. Looks like we're rolling. Yes, so Iron Leaves. Leaves. Main problem. Kingambit. Also, Psyblade is a contact move, I'm pretty sure. Let me check this quickly in Natex. DT Psyblade. Yeah, so it is a contact move, which is kind of sad, because it's like, why would it be a contact move, you know? It's Blade, but Psyblade is a contact move, unfortunately. But yeah, the problem is Pursuit. And as I said, when I put a choice band on this thing, I kind of forgot it had Pursuit. So yeah, Tapu Koko again, yes, we need, you cannot use Iron Leaves without Tapu Koko. That is for sure. So I'm kind of thinking now what set we want to go on this. Maybe Colbur. I mean, this feels just so bad. I wonder if there's any way we could like bait Kingambit. Like Dragapult left the tier, which is kind of sad. So I feel like we don't really have a great way of dealing with that anymore. Yeah. Like, in general, Pursuit kind of just cooks us completely. Which is not great. And Lauren, already Lauren in chat with these incredibly incorrect statements. Truly a classic. I guess we could go Colbur on Leaves. We could go like Colbur SD, I want to say, could be kind of good. Yeah, no, I'm not going to run Magnezone. That's not the answer. That's not. So for those saying like Wild Charge seems useless, mostly for Corviknight is kind of what I'm thinking there. But yes, I do get what you mean. I feel like our best set here will be Colbur, unfortunately. But this honestly still doesn't look bad. I want to check some calcs. Iron Leaves. Did I remember Dark Mode? Cool, we got Dark Mode up. Okay, yeah, so let's check this. Let's check like a Moltres. And let's say it's in electric terrain. That's not great. I mean, that's not terrible. No, because that's with the Cork attack boost included. Do we want to go Cork Speed or Cork Attack? Its speed stat is really not bad. I think it really depends on what kind of role we end up wanting this thing to play. Entire chat roasting Lauren. This is kind of amusing. I know I should discourage toxicity, but I'll let it slide this time. Okay, so let's assume we go with a Colbur set and Colbur SD set. I feel like probably speed boosting is going to be better because I just feel like the speed that this thing offers helps with so much. But let's not lock ourselves into that. Someone's saying Leaves is like over, as in like Leaves is terrible. You may be right, but we'll find out. We'll find out today. Okay, so Iron Leaves is walled by, and we're going to assume speed boosting set. Okay, so let's see. We've got, yeah, people calling the team cooked when there's 2 Pokemon. Definitely a lot of pessimism. I don't think Iron Leaves is that bad. I think you guys need to calm yourselves. Calm yourselves big time. Corviknight, obviously that's one. Goldengo is another one worthy of mention. What else? Not really Gambit. No. Moltres. Yeah, Moltres kinda. Moltres if booster speed. Mega Scizor. Yep, for sure. Mega Scizor for sure. And looks like that's it. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Zapdos is dying. Never mind, it's not. We'll put Zapdos down. Zapdos if booster speed. So this is what we're struggling with. Volcarona Heart, bro. No. Check this out. Check this out. Look at that. Volcarona is not hardballing. And that's a defensive Volcarona. Look at an offensive one. No. Volcarona is getting cooked. The other thing to consider with Iron Leaves is that we also get a Mega, which is pretty cool. Because normally we've been building around Megas, so we don't get to actually use one. This time we get to use one. Then, so with these things walling, then we got to think, what archetype suits Iron Leaves best? This is kind of a tricky question. This is not one I have an easy answer to. I guess the real question is, does Iron Leaves need time to break, or do we embrace its inconsistency? Because there are a few angles we could go here. Somebody says they think I need a Virizion to shore up the defensive weaknesses of Iron Leaves. We're definitely not going to do that. And then another question, booster speed or booster attack? Because that actually really changes what we're going to do. Like, booster speed kind of gives us this fast kind of end game cleaner, maybe, whereas, you know, booster attack gives us a breaker, so that then becomes part of our breaking core. I feel like we're going to have the most success with Iron Leaves as a yeah, I think we have. I don't think it needs time to break. I think the correct answer is this. I think the answer is this. Booster speed. I feel like we've got to take advantage of the speed because I just don't think it's with all the threats that I don't think it's just with all these things that are going to be stopping it and all its reliance on contact moves. I don't see it being consistent as a breaker. So I think we have to use it as a speed booster. Archetype, I think offense or HO because it's inconsistent. And does it need time to break? I think we embrace inconsistency. I don't think we're going to be able to... And what I mean by embrace inconsistency is like, do we accept that it's not going to break Goldengo, or do we add a Pursuit Trapper? That kind of thing. Now, we're still going to add Pokemon that try to chip down these physical walls, because if we didn't do that, we'd end up with a team that just doesn't support Iron Leaves at all. Kind of like how we didn't have anything that chipped Ting Lu on the Porygon Z stream. So we don't want to do that. We want to have Pokemon that chip this down. Lauren saying, what was the last time we did balance? Like 2 streams ago. I tell you, you guys are so dramatic. It's like, oh, Tapu Koko again? Or Lauren. Not you guys. Lauren is so dramatic. When's the last time we did balance? Tapu Koko again? Yes. Come on. It's not Dex. Anyway. And somebody says, you know, if it has SD, it's going to be a sweeper. Yeah, kind of, but it doesn't have to click SD. This is mostly just, you know, kind of just an offensive set. Okay, though, let's put this in here. 336, there we go. We can put that 96 in HP. I also want to just check how much damage a Kingambit is doing here. So we're Colbur. Yeah, like that's actually, okay, so that's pretty good. Kingambit Sucker Punch there. I know you guys can't see the damage because of my screen cropping, but, or let me zoom in here so you can see it. There you go. 41 to, so that's without any boosts, but like Kingambit even at max is not, it's not anywhere close to killing us if we have that Kowtow. So I think we go with the booster speed. Someone says booster speed isn't going to break. I know, but I don't think booster attack is either, and I'd rather have a fast Pokemon that can at least reliably put in some work. Oh, nice. We got down 0-2. Being nasty in the chat. We love to see it. So I stall. Not with Iron Leaves, no. Massive team that I think we want hazards. I feel like hazards are very important. Has hazards, at least SR, maybe spikes. We want Pokemon that chip down the 5 Pokemon that wall Iron Leaves. We want that. I think that's the main gist. I feel like I want to go more so the offense route than the hyper offense route. I think that's going to be better here. One thing I want to check is Medicham against Goldengo, like a defensive gold in electric terrain. It's not looking good. Is this Medicham? It is Mega Medicham. Okay. In electric, yeah, that's not, wow, that's not great. Okay. Medicham is not doing it. Let's look into what I feel like that's going to be a crucial decision, is what Mega we have. I mean, of course that's going to be a crucial decision. You know what could be cool here, actually, is Heracross. I feel like that kind of puts on pressure in exactly the way we're looking for. Heracross could seriously be cool here. Let's get down some Mega options. Yeah, let's get down some Mega options. Gotta be a more offensive Mega. I don't think we can go B here. I don't think that's the move at all. Can Heracross deal with the birds? No, but it forces chip on the birds is the main thing. And it gets Rock Blast. So yeah, that's the main way it would deal with them. Mega T-Tar does mess up the birds, that's true. Yeah. Glalie would be funny, but we don't do that. Yeah, I feel like Mawile... I feel like Mawile and Heracross are jumping out at me. You know, Pinsir could be kind of cool. We'd have to go... Although, no, the problem with Pinsir is that... I mean, Pinsir helps with some of the... No, not really. It really doesn't, because we'd have to run EQ. It would have to be an EQ Pinsir for gold, and then that doesn't help with Zapdos. So someone's saying Zardex. Like, yes, Zardex beats these things, but we don't really not want to just beat them. We want to chip them down. You know what I'm saying? The problem is I don't know if Mega Heracross can actually, like, we got knockoff, I guess, but I don't really know how well we're hitting Goldengo is my main concern. Like, that's not terrible, but... At 185 attack is amazing. We're definitely building this Pokemon at some point, but... Maybe Mawile is the move here. I feel like Mawile's the best option here. As much as I want to learn... I mean, sorry, not learn. As much as I'd like to do... Somebody asked if I'm going to do a playthrough in ZA releases. Probably not. Probably not. Thunder Punch, Play Rough, and probably Sucker. I think this is a pretty good set for what we want to do. It's definitely going to help with stall as well. This is not an easy set for stall teams to take on. I think this is a good start. The problem is this doesn't deal with Scizor, does it? I don't think it does. Yeah, no. We're not, yeah. Scizor, Mega. Yeah, you see, even in electric terrain, we're really not doing much. I mean, it depends on the set, right? But we're definitely going to need something else to try to chip down Scizor, which is okay, but we need to be aware of that. Curious, why is chipping more important than beating them? Because we want to have Pokemon that work together cohesively to break the opponent's entire team. If we have one Pokemon that gets walled by a certain type of Pokemon, like... Say our opponent has a Moltres, and we have, and I was thinking about this as the next one is Lucha, but say our opponent has a Moltres. If we first hit it with an SD, if like a Mawile, you know, comes in, like Thunder Punches it and gets burned but kills the Moltres, now Iron Leaves and Lucha don't have to deal with Moltres. If Lucha, or if Iron Leaves, you know, SDs and Psyblades and does 80 to a Zapdos, then Hawlucha won't lose to the Zapdos. So they kind of work together to make progress. Whereas if we just had a bunch of different Pokemon, like say we were like, oh, let's just put on a Zardex because it beats these Pokemon, right? You said, all right, let's put on a Zardex. Then maybe the Moltres is at full health to deal with the Iron Leaves, and then a Toxapex comes and deals with your Zardex. So the more consistent forms of hyper offense, and in particular offense, they kind of hammer the same kinds of checks over and over, instead of just, you know, trying to win with a bunch of sweepers. The try to win with a bunch of sweepers strategy that are totally unrelated is good too. as long as the sweepers you're using are really broken. And today we're starting off with Iron Leaves, so I feel like that's not really the approach we want to go with. Lauren's saying we need a special attacker, and Volcarona fits well. So let's take a look at our team currently. Let's take stock. Let's take stock. We lose 2. I think I'm going to say we're kind of okay against Stall. So, and we'll make a we need list. We need Stealth Rock. We still need that for sure. We lose 2. I feel like we're kind of beating Stall once we have Stealth Rock. We lose to Fire types. It's not terrible, but we need a Fire Resist. Fairy isn't great, but I wouldn't say it's devastatingly horrible. I'm also really not sure what this Coco set is going to be still. Also, there are 2 approaches we could go here. One is Screens Coco, and one is Offensive Pivot Coco. If we want to go the offensive pivot Coco, we keep Mawile as is. We could run SD, Thunder Punch, Play Rough, Sucker Punch Mawile though. If we don't end up, if we do end up, I feel like we want to go offensive pivot. I feel like screens here would be kind of cheese. But anyway, so we lose to Fire types. What else? Iron Valiant is not actually that scary, which is nice. Oops. Garchomp looks annoying, yeah, but like not horrifyingly so. I think like ground types kinda. Let's just list Pokemon. Fire types, yeah, that's definitely still a big L. We'll make a list here. Zardwy, Moltres, Volcarona, kind of. Heatran, kind of. We can't defensively handle them, so I guess, yeah, like we're kind of losing, but it's also like I'm not sure how defensive we want this team to be versus how much we're just going to like sack and send in the next thing. I feel like we do want to have an answer for these Pokemon, though. I'd like to have like a pivot on this team. Just one, but I'd like to have a pivot. Is Magearna allowed? No. Got a recommendation for Z-Tran with rocks. Possible additions. So, I kind of hate Heatran. I think it's just a bad Pokemon. I really don't like it. At the same time, it does kind of fit what we want, but it's actually not really beating any of these Pokemon. Like, it's set up fodder for Volcarona. It can't touch Moltres, and it gets Scorching Sands by Zardwy. So, in theory, it looks good, but I really don't want to add Heatran. I think, yeah, Mega Scizor is definitely a problem here. So it's looking like we'll need a fire type of our own, is kind of what I'm sensing. Urshifu Rapid is tough for sure. I feel like Gliscor is honestly pretty rough as well. It's not really fun to deal with. I'm not going to put on an Olo. Oh yeah, we need ground type as well. Can't be getting Raging Bolted on. Probably we add on a ground type rocker. Our team isn't terribly bad against hazards itself. We could maybe even go with a... Hmm. I feel like Volcarona. I did like the Volcarona idea, but I wonder if there's another angle we could go. Part of me wants to go Volk Lando, but then I feel like we're getting really smoked by Scarf Urshi, which is not ideal. We don't want that. Moltres does help, but I really just don't like Moltres here. I feel like it's a bit too passive. Not really what we're looking for. Let's take a look at some fire types. And I get why you guys are saying Moth. Like, I understand how it works, but it just does not feel good to me. Yeah, but we do need a pivot. We do need kind of a bulky core to support this. If we're not going to go with the HO Coco route, which I don't think we want to. So I don't think we can add a Volcarona. Let's suppose we did add Moltres. How would we finish this out? It's got to be a ground type, but we can't be losing to Shifu. So that's kind of a tough combo there. Maybe like a Helmet Chomp could be good. Does this do what we need if we ran like a special Moltres and a Helmet Chomp? Leaves us really weak to Raging Bolt, I feel like. Maybe I'm overestimating it though. No, I feel like I'm not. I feel like Raging Bolt's going to be a terror in the end game. We'd go maybe sub on Lucha would help with that, but not running Encore feels bad. I guess Encore helps with Bolt as well. Somebody's saying Holucha feels like a weak point, maybe. Let's just give this a go and just gather some information about how this team actually works. Go with this set. I'm a fan of it. Yeah, that's fine. SDCC, Acro, Encore. We'll go with a standard set on this. How much speed do we need? I think we need 288 to outspeed like everything. So we'll go with that. I think that outspeeds, yeah, that outspeeds like Ival and all that. Yeah, we'll go with Wisp, U-turn, Roost, Flamethrower. I think that's fine here. Or no, let's make sure we outspeed Gambit, so we'll go 12 there. And we'll go with special set. Okay. Recommendation from Trishula for Raging Bolt. Which makes sense. For sure. Also don't love the lack of removal on my side. Feels like this team is not that good against hazards, but let's just give it a go and see what happens. Actually, no, would be better in defense. Then we can just run. Sure. Yeah, we'll just give this a go and kind of see how Iron Leaves feels. Sometimes you just got to gather info with the team that you know isn't great. Yeah, I could definitely see Raging Bolt being good here, especially if we went with a Terrain Extender Coco. We could go with a Rising Voltage set, which could be cool. So like that, yeah, that could be an option. Raging Bolt. Like probably Electric Seed, honestly. Rising Voltage, yeah. Maybe Leftovers on Bolt. And probably Terrain Extender. That could be cool. I think I'm willing to look into that further. That does do a lot of what we want. But let's give this a go first. And oh, that's not what the team. Bruh. Let's give this a go and see. Someone says, Pink, you lose 6-0 to Rain. I don't think we do. I don't think we do. Because we've got double hazards. We've got Lucha, which can do pretty well. Sucker Punch on Mawile, which is really bad for Rain. I would have been worried about Water Shuriken, but Rain lost Ashgren, which is funny because almost nothing gets lost in Natex, but Ashgren got deleted. Garchomp speed is for outspeeding Raging Bolt, which is definitely relevant here. Ladder kind of dead. Come on. Ladder. Give me something. Well, I guess while we're waiting on this player, let's develop this version a little further. Definitely we're in the Terrain Extender category at this point. I feel like this is kind of more of a hyper offense. You know what I kind of want to run here is like Great Tusk Volcarona thing with like probably like okay. All right, so we're Terrain War time. Cool. This works for me. I feel like the Terrain War benefits the person that's not using cheese. So let's just kick it right off with Mawile, get things going, get things cooking. Well, we don't really want to immediately lead on the Indeedee. Let's... this is weird. Let's lead Moltres. I think Moltres matches up well and we can U-turn on everything. So I think I like that. Because we can U-turn. Okay, yeah. So Indeedee's going to do a chunk there. I think that's Specs, actually. No, that's probably just offensive. But anyway, we can go Coco here, which is the good thing. And we can U-turn. Also note that this is double terrain, which is wild. So that I haven't seen that. I don't know what to say about this, but we're facing double terrain. No, Defog Coco is trash. Just accept the no removal and play offensively, I would say. Lele comes in. Okay, Scarf has a very small chance to kill us. Okay, it is Scarf, but it did not get the kill, so that is huge. Let's go Mawile here, and I honestly think we just big knockoff. That's going to do well against everything here. Okay, it's going to be Hatterene. Let's just play rough and finish it off. Okay, great switch to Armarouge. Did not see that coming. Gotta respect it. That was nicely done. We can sack Molt here. Yeah, okay. And we can go Mawile here. And I'm just going to click Sucker Punch. Okay, Indeedee's going to come in. I feel like it's going to go for the Encore here. I feel like it will, so let's go Leaves. Okay, we get critical hit by Mystical Fire. That kind of sucks, but I guess that makes sense. Let's CC the Crown coming. Oh my gosh, I got again. We're getting absolutely cooked, guys. Maybe Lucha can reversal this team, though. That looks honestly really doable. But we're getting smoked at the moment. I kind of should have seen that one coming. Let's go into... Can Garchomp live a hit? Garchomp can't. Let's go into Chomper here. And we can go for an EQ. Okay, it's for now. We're okay. Wow. Wow. This is so bad. I don't even know. I don't know what to say. Oh my god. I guess I should have known. Can Mawile live one? Does it matter? I don't think there's anything we can do. Yeah, no, I should have been ready for this and just no, but yeah. Okay, I should have. You know what? I should have clicked Dragon Tail. I really don't know why I didn't. I guess we'll just call this a warm-up game. Still getting back into things. Yeah, okay. Let's see here. Is there any way out of this? What is... no, Lucha's not fast enough. So we need to be able to sucker this thing. Yeah, I don't think there's... we have to live with Mawile. That's... no, we didn't. Okay. GG. Yeah, sometimes you just get cheesed by a 1500s player, and that's just how it is. Let's roll that again. That was some BS. Yeah, definitely could have played that one better. Had I just clicked Dragon Tail there, we would have been totally fine. I think we could have won that endgame with Lucha. But yeah, no, I just played that terribly. We're gonna just move on from that. Yep, should have just been more proactive with Armor Rouge in general. For some reason, I was thinking Psyblade would just like blow it up so it wouldn't come in, but no, not even in Psychic Terrain is Psyblade doing that much to it. Please try Sun plus Solar Blade Iron Leaves? No. Grass is not its best stab by any means, and it doesn't need the Sun. It doesn't need the boost. Okay. HF. Now we're facing a Sun team. Okay. I feel like Lucha's going to be crucial here. Let's lead with Garchomp immediately. Hazards are going to be great here. Trishula, it didn't outspeed the Armor Rouge. Hawlucha did not outspeed the Rouge. And then you would have sacked it, gotten up terrain, and then it would have just switched into a Psychic Terrain. It was totally unwinnable at that point. I'm just going to EQ immediately. We'll live an Ice Spinner, and we got to damage this thing. Okay, fantastic. That's exactly why we clicked that. And I think I'm going to go Molt here on the Ice Spinner. Great, we burn it, and we're going to U-turn here. Okay. All right. Immediate Mawile, and let's play rough this thing. Okay, we get Volt Switch. That kind of sucks, but I guess I shouldn't have expected anything else. We're gonna... okay, we're play roughing it to that. Honestly, did a lot. I think we can go for a big fat knockoff here, and that's gonna hit everything pretty well. Torkoal stays in. It's not going to like that. Okay, I think that's really good. I'm happy with that trade. Let's go into Chomper here. I think the Tusk is going to come in as a sack, and I want to be able to get hazards up on it. Great. Exactly as expected. Beautiful. Did absolutely zero. And we'll get up rocks. Okay, this is looking really good. This is looking really good. Sun is on the way out, basically. It has 4 turns left in the game. No removal left on my opponent's side, and Torkoal's dying on entry. Actually, no, I realized there was maybe one thing I could have done last game was Coco, sack Coco, go Mawile, then double until... no, it would have been too slow. It wouldn't... yeah, no. There was no way I could have won that game, because the Psychic Terrain would have been set up first, and Lucha never would have gotten the seed. Okay, this thing... I'm sensing some cheese. I'm sensing some cheese. I don't want to let Chomp go. I feel like this won't be... I think we can go Molt. Let's just go Molt. Okay, it is Eruption. I kind of figured, but that's fine. We can just sack this here. We can then just go Mawile and Sucker. The damage Mawile will do will make this thing's Eruption really, really weak. No, Trishula, it very much was over. Okay, and we EQ here. This Eruption is now doing 0. Yep, Torkoal goes down. Cool. This is going to be kind of a weird endgame, but I'm pretty sure we win with Leaves. Okay, I think I do actually let this go down here. Okay, cool. Yeah, this will die here if we hit the Dragon Tail. Good. Good, good, good. Okay, Heatran gonna come in. I think this is the point at which we go Coco. Yeah, I think we go Coco here. Okay, great, and we get another entry, which is perfect. Now we sack this, and we can go into Leaves. And I think... Well, actually, how much do we do to Raging Bolt? That's kind of disappointing damage, to be totally honest, but okay. Does Psyblade kill an offensive Heatran here? Not even close? What? That's so disappointing, but okay, we're going to do that. I guess we Psyblade. Okay. I don't think a Thunderclap kills us now. It does not. A Thunderclap does not kill us. So I think we've got our opponent in an unbeatable trap now. So we're going to CC. Yeah, no, we've got them in a trap. Because now we can Acro. Raging Bolt can't come in. It'll die. Then when it comes in, we switch in Coco and we just Encore it. Yeah, actually, no, if it clicked T-Bolt there, we could have been bad in a bad spot, but we do win now. Let's just count those carefully. Okay, one more. Okay, now it's got 0. We click Acro, we win. GG. Okay. Lucha did kind of well there, but yeah, it definitely still struggled with the Bolt. This team does not feel good at all, but we'll give it one more go before we... Local man finds out about Iron Leaf's attack stat. Yeah. Yeah, well, hold on. It's like 130, isn't it? Like, it should be good. 130. Like, that's like same as Garchomp. Is it? I think it is. But yeah, wow. Is this team... This team is so slow. Yeah, I was counting on running Bandit. I don't think I really should have just, honestly, before I did this, I should have just thought about the tier more. I kind of regret picking this, because King Gambit exists. Bandit Iron Leaves would have been sick, trust. Like, if Pursuit didn't exist, clicking, like, Bandit Psyblade on a booster attack set would have been great. But, you know, what are you going to do? Okay, Leaves looks pretty good here. I just want to start off with Chomper. Chomper looks like a fantastic lead. I want to immediately click Earthquake on this thing. If it tries to click Ice Spinner, it will die from Ice Spinner into EQ. Okay, great. So it'll die to any contact move now. Let's get up a Rock. And let's get up a Spike, and then we'll kill it the turn after. Okay, it tried to spin. It'll die here. Yep. And no spin will come off. Beautiful. Okay, good start for us, for sure. This is definitely a strong start for us. Okay, we're going to click Dragon Tail. If it clicks Substitute, you know what? Stuff happens. Okay, it did not, or it didn't get up the Substitute. Or, no, it did, sorry, excuse me, did not click Substitute. I think we just Dragon Tail here. I don't think this thing can kill us. Yep, sure enough. That damage plus Dragon Tail, that will be the... If we hit this, that'll be the end of Moon. Great. I think on this, Hard Molt is probably the right play. Moonblast, okay, let's just click Flamethrower. We'll survive that because we're a special set. Cool. And... do we want to try to Roost and heal back up? I don't think we do. I don't think this Moltres will be doing anything else this game. We've got it alive to Wisp King Gambit. That's the important thing. Other than that, we don't really care about it. Confetti Maker asking where my Cacturn is. Confetti Maker on Saturday to the tournament is going to be to the I think 5th or 6th Pinkator is going to be bringing a Cacturn, and I will make fun of you for that. Yeah, this has been a devastating start for my opponent. I think they're just going to lose to Hawlucha, but we'll see what happens. Let's just go Mawile. We can just intimidate this. Okay, we immediately get critical hit by a Waterfall. Not ideal, obviously. Probably just going to click Thunder Punch here in case this thing tries to DD. Because that's what I would do if I were my opponent. At this point, I'd be desperate and I'd go for a DD here. Okay, that's fine. We'll just go for a Thunderbolt. We actually want to stay in because we can hit something else with an Electrium Z when it comes in. Okay, we're going to go for the big Gigavolt Havoc. I think this will probably kill. I'm guessing it's an SD. Yeah, as I said, I was guessing it was an SD Gambit based on the team. We're going to see a Z move coming out from this. It's going to be Gigavolt Havoc, which is fine. We can just U-turn here, and then we'll just go Lucha and wrap this game up. And we'll Acro twice. That's GG. Yeah, that was a complete wash. We are only facing people in the mid 1500s. This team just does not seem good to me. Maybe it is. I don't think so, though. Is this any better? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I regret Iron Leaves. I didn't forget to Mega. I intentionally didn't Mega. I wanted to keep the Intimidate around. How does this team look? I feel like this team has got a lot of issues, but I kind of just want to give it a go anyway. Let's see what happens. So we got Terrain Extender. We'll go Bugsy. Do my favorite set here. Quiver Dance, Sub, Fiery Dance, and Bug Buzz on this. And these they run Timid. You want to hit 310. You want to outspeed Scarf Lando for sure. Actually, let's outspeed Scarf Lele. What did they hit? Lele is 90, I think 317, right? So we'll hit 318. 319, I guess, since we can't hit 318. And we'll go max special attack, and we'll pop the rest into HP. We'll go booster speed on this. I think just a hazard support set is fair here, because we want the Volcarona to not take a ton of entry hazards. So we'll go with the speedy one. How much speed do we want on this? Let's go max. I think we want to make sure we win the tie against other Bolt, or that's going to be a problem for our team. Yeah, let's give this a go. Truthfully, though, even if I were to run Electric Terrain Hyper Offense, I don't think Iron Leaves would really be on it. Let's see. Anything positive to say about Leaves after today, even regarding its design? I love Iron Leaves' design. I think it looks really cool. And I think banded sets would be really good if Pursuit didn't exist, but it does. So your banded set will be useless like 40% of games. Yeah, okay. HF. Let's see. This is kind of interesting. Obviously not thrilled to see Iron Treads. That's kind of my nightmare, honestly. Yeah, Treads is not fun, but okay. What do we want to do here? Let's lead with Coco, just get terrain up. And I'm going to U-turn immediately. We'll see what this thing wants to do. I'm probably just going to go immediately into Mawile. Okay, Treads comes in right away. That is fine. We can handle that. I kind of want to go into Leaves here, and let's click SD. Now, it's probably going to get Ice Spinnered. Let's go for the hard CC. I think that's going to be better. Okay, we get Volt switched on, probably into Landorus. Nope, Melm. Okay, it worked out okay for us then. We didn't get the 2-shot. It's probably a 0 bulk Melm based on that roll. Yeah, no bulk at all. Okay. You know, it's an Iron Leaves. This is honestly probably the best we could have hoped for it. Oh wow, we survived. It clicked Rock Slide for some reason. I guess thinking Volcarona would come in, which is fair. They don't know that we're not Flame Body. Yeah, we get a nice side blade here. We might actually want to keep Iron Leaves around now that that Melm is out of the way. Maybe not. Maybe not. No, I mean, it is still faster than the opponent's entire team, except that. Yeah, let's just side blade here. Are we going to do even half? We do half. Okay, you know what? You did half. That's not bad. Let's go Volk and QD. Okay, this thing's definitely Scarf. Let's go Mawile. I forgot about how Defiant works, didn't I? Mega Evo will live, though, and we can play rough. I think Mega Evo will live. Yeah, it will. Cool. Yeah, my bad. Had a mind blanked out there for a minute, and I... Yeah. Okay. Do we keep it around? Yeah, well, do we preserve it? I don't really want to go into treads on this because it kind of actually looks like really good. Let's just play rough. Okay, we're just going to get EQ'd. Fine. Yeah, okay. Let's go Coco and hit this thing with an HP Ice. Okay, I'll happily take that trade. Go Tread Tusk now, and I'm actually going to set rocks first. Hopefully we don't get like flying or something. And the reason I did that is to make sure the Altaria dies. I just realized we're going to remove our own terrain. That's really bad. I did not think about synergy. Actually, this kind of works because now we can head Long Rush for the win, I'm pretty sure. This actually kind of works out. I'm a genius. I was planning it all. Trust me. Thoughts were churning in my head as I thought of this end game. Yep. Big brain. Yeah, no, I was playing terrible and that worked out. I guess let's roll again. Iron Leaves is doing nothing as I knew it wouldn't. What I had in mind was a banded set on like a nice balance team that was clicking like, you know, super strong side blades and close combats and stuff with like an attack boost. That's sort of what the vision was. Yeah. No, I don't hate Pursuit. I think Pursuit's good, but I think Pursuit also killed Iron Leaves. Both can be true. You know? But yeah, that game went okay, I guess. Should we maybe go like with an electric seed set on this? Let's change this. Let's make this substitute and electric seed. I think that's going to serve us better. I think that'll serve us better, but let's get into this first. I really like the look of Raging Bolt here. I think we're going to win with Bolt. Would I ever Nuzlocke? Probably not. That would just take a ton of time that I mean, I do have it. I guess everyone really has time, but I don't want to Nuzlocke, really. I'd have to give up. If I wanted to do basic things that I must, like, you know, get my degree and live and have friends, I'd have to give up all of my other content to just Nuzlocke. And I don't think that's really the niche I've carved out for myself, so probably no Nuzlocking. I like how our entire team doesn't have a lead to Landorus. That's not good at all. Yeah. Okay, well, let's lead with Tusk, I guess. Go for rocks here. Not bad. Somebody says this is the most ground weak team they've ever seen. Yeah, that's not unreasonable. I'd like to remove the Iron Leaves for something that resists ground. Okay, let's go for the Ice Spinner. Okay, this is so far. I'm happy with how this game's going. Let's go into Coco. We'll live anything but a Specs hit. Okay, good. This is so far. This is going well. This game's going well. Glowbro Gang wants to collab. Do you have a YouTube channel? Let's go Volcarona on this. Cool. Okay, I feel like let me get a calc on that. That Make It Rain indicates max special attack. So I'm feeling like based on the way that Goldengo's playing, it's probably Scarf. Let's go for a QD here. Perfect. Let's nuke this thing. I think Savage Spin Out will do it, right? To a Mega Tyranitar. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this'll be good. I like how it's just like a rapid sticky webs getting set, and we can sub here. Oh, good call out. Good call out. Okay, you're definitely clicking Sucker here, so we can go into this, and I will go Ice Spinner. Apparently, Soto 2 Mets is not a fan of facing me, which is, I suppose, I am flattered by that. Let's sack Volcarona. It's not doing anything good at this point. Go Coco here. Let's U-turn. No. Do we? Yeah, let's U-turn. Okay. You know, this could be a good time for Bolt. I feel like what I like better is going Iron Leaves and clicking CC. And because we have our Colbur, right? So I think we actually live a hit from gold. Yeah, we live a hit from a Scarf Gold, so that's pretty cool too. Okay, they over-predicted, or not over-predicted, but just got smoked there. Yeah. Yeah, they didn't realize we had Colbur, which is fair. Like, I'm not hating on them for that at all. So we got the kill there. We do die now. So what do we let go of? I feel like I actually feel like we keep the leaves intact. I'm thinking we can go Mawile here because I can Mega Evolve and Sucker Punch. Okay, we're gonna get switched. That's totally fine. Do not mind. Let's go leaves. Actually, yeah, let's go leaves. Okay, we get flip turned on. Nicely played. Gotta respect that. We'll just Psyblade here this time. Oh, we should have SD'd actually, but we'll Psyblade. Oh, we got a critical hit. Is that a high critical hit move, Psyblade? I kind of actually didn't want to get a critical hit there because I'm worried we've given D-Knight. Oh, they didn't take it. Okay. So I was going to say I was worried we'd given D-Knight his setup. Okay, it is not high critical hit. We just got lucky. Or actually kind of unlucky, honestly. But all right, we can just Thunderbolt this here, and then we'll just taunt the D-Knight. Yeah, I'm still going to taunt, even though I think Hidden Power Ice will kill. I don't want to get smoked by like a really fat Dragonite that with like a weakness policy or some BS like that, you know. We can go Tusk, and we'll just finish this game off with an Ice Spinner. Good game. Okay, this team is kind of fun. It's sort of working. But I still like the Seed better, I think, with a subset. Okay, this team seems really whack that we're facing. I like Coco lead, though. Looks pretty good into everything. Oh, this is Trishula. No, it's fine. It's fine. Just don't snipe, of course. So this is Trishula from chat, from those who do not know. Do we die to an earthquake? Small chance. Let's go for the Hidden Power Ice. Nice. Let's go immediately into our Tusk. Okay. Good aggressive Toxic. Gotta respect that. Let's go for that here. And I'm going to immediately Rapid Spin. Just get those rocks off the field immediately. Hey, and we survive because it went for Heat Wave. We'd love to see it. Let's go Coco here. And I'm just going to Thunderbolt. Cool. Does Scarf Razor Shell kill here? Chance. Let's T-Bolt. Okay, we're going to get Flip turned on. Fair enough. Probably Gliscor comes in here. Surprising. I'm going to Taunt. I don't think the EQ ever comes off. Okay, we get EQ'd. We probably lose now. We just lost our terrain. That's really bad. Yeah, that's really bad. Let's go Volk. Okay, it looks like we have a chance to not die here, so we'll go for that. Cool. We get it. Bug Buzz, I think is... I'm actually going to just Z here, because this will die even through Protect. Yeah, we lost when Coco died. Kind of just played super aggressively for no real reason, but you know what? Sometimes you got to do that. And I'll go into just Rising Voltage here. Actually, let's Calm Mind. Okay, we get huge. That's not good. Mawile for sure on the Big Z. Okay, that's not good. Okay, we're gonna Flamethrower it. So be it. Let's Sucker Punch. Oh wow, it subbed again. I did not see that coming. Let's go into this. Let's go Mawile on the Z move here. Okay, we just get Flamethrower again. Yeah, shouldn't have probably risked Coco, but eh. Yeah, I mean, hey, it happens. That was... Yeah, that's kind of... Anyway. Yeah. Yeah, that probably could have been played better. All right, HF. Iron Leaves could be good here. Let's lead with Coco. And no, we shouldn't have led with Coco. Let's just HP Ice. I don't care. Okay, fine. Let's SD. Let's CC here. Or let's sub, because I feel like a switch to Landorus is quite probable. Okay, cool. Psyblade here. Okay, Zard is not dropping, but it will this turn. Let's sub again. I'm thinking the U-turn will probably come off here. Yep. Let's CC. Okay, cool. When your shtick is mid-ground plays, I can play aggressive. I literally lost the game because I made an aggressive read. I don't know what you're talking about. And if the implication is that you can outplay me, I think you should check the Fight Night recording. Okay, so we got that went pretty well. I think we can let it die here. Okay, let's go Mawile and just play rough. Do we rock here, actually? I think we do. I think rock is better. Okay, and I'm going to headlong here. This will do good damage. And, okay, we outspeed, so it's not Scarf. Let's go Volk. Actually, that probably isn't a great idea. I guess we can QD here. Landorus. Let's QD. Let's QD again. Oh, I forgot. We EV'd to outspeed Scarf. I don't know why I did that. We're EV'd specifically so we don't need to outspeed Scarf Lando, but... Oh, whatever. Let's knock. Okay, we kill Lele. Cool. But yeah, we're just gonna lose to Lando now, I think, right? Depends. We might live. Probably not, but we might live. Yeah, we die. Okay. Let's just... I'm going to abandon this Iron Leaves team. I hate this team. I'm not having fun, if you can't tell. Let's switch to the Mega Manectric team. No, Trish, I'm just joking around. I'm not trying to hate on you. You played well. I mean, yeah, definitely was not my best played game in many regards. But yeah, you did well. So I don't want to play that team anymore. Iron Leaves is terrible. I should have honestly just canceled and like chosen a different Pokemon, because no, like Pursuit with Kingambit in the tier, Iron Leaves can't be good. It's that simple. Let's see here. I hate Gliscor whenever I see this team, but we're gonna immediately just go with the rocks, and then we can try to pressure with Ice Spinner. Okay. Cool. Let's just go for the Ice Spinner here. All right, Chestnut's going to come in. Fine. Let's get it in Molt here. Okay, we get knocked off. Not ideal. Was kind of hoping it would do something else, but that's okay. All right, we see the U-turn come off. We can go Coco here. Now, let's check that Moltres U-turn damage. That did 4. So this is a Fizz Def Pax. So we can HP Ice here, probably. Because this Pax will be at risk of death. Yeah. Okay, we get the Hidden Power Ice. That's good damage. Let's go for it again. We never let this Gliscor come in for free. That's the name of the game here. I think I'm just going to click Big Gigavolt here. I can't really think of a better time to use it. Let's see how much this does. Okay, we're going to leave gold at 3, which is great. And can we kill this with a U-turn here? I actually, like, low-key don't know. See, the funny thing is this is a defensive gold. We might actually not kill with... That's hilarious. We don't kill. We'll definitely kill with Hidden Power Ice, though, so we can do that. Yeah, this is looking much better, this game. I wouldn't say I'm tilting. I more so just did not want to play with... did not want to play with Iron Leaves. Yeah, it was hopeless, really, from the beginning. So I can actually kind of win this game with Iron Treads at this point. Yeah, Chestnut's going to come in, but that's doing quite a bit. Not quite enough, though. So we can go Manectric here. Mega Evo and Flamethrower this thing. Okay, I'll Volt Switch. Okay, we get the Volt off. Good. I don't think a Water move is going to come off here. So I'm going to go into Treads. Okay, we see T-Spikes. Good thing I went into Treads. We can Rapid Spin those away immediately. Never mind, we can't because there's a Mismagius. Yeah, I feel like this thing's going to Wisp, so I want to go into Molt here. And I think I'm going to Flamethrower here. If the Pex comes in, we can burn it. I don't want to let the Gliscor come in, though. Okay, here, I don't think the Gliscor will come in now that it sees I'm clicking Flamethrower, so let's try to burn the Toxapex. Wow, Gliscor just came right in. Okay. This is a... Yeah, so we're going to click Flamethrower. I'm going to keep spamming Flamethrower. I was really surprised to see Gliscor come in, because if Gliscor dies, you definitely lose the game. If you're this person. Like, you definitely lose if Gliscor goes down. So risking it is super odd. But, hey. Let's U-turn. Okay, Gliscor's going to come back in. All right. Let's go Gambit here. Actually, no. Let's just Ice Spinner. Yeah, that's doing loads. We could maybe even stay in again and just go for it, but no, not really worth it. Let's go Molt. Okay, we get Pain Splitted. Oh, but Molt, I guess, lost its item. I didn't even notice. Do we go Gambit? I think we do go Gambit and just let it get Wisp. It's not great, but I think that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. We can go Mola here, and I want to Toxic this thing. Great. Poison, now we can win this game with Treads. Treads is now unresisted. Oh, remember to like the stream. Forgot about that. Do that, please. Helps out a lot. Let's get in Gambit and just knock this thing off. Knock off on anything looks pretty good at this point. Even Gliscor will actually not take this very well. Yeah, okay, cool. Get rid of that. Not bad. We can try to get in Treads here. Okay, that went perfect. I'm actually going to go right for the Ice Spinner because I really suspect that the Gliscor is going to try to come in. No, but what would it get from coming in on a spin? I just click spin. Yeah, it wouldn't get anything. And I can now go for the Ice Spinner. That kills. Great. We're looking good. Okay. Solid win, and we're back in 1800s. Yeah, no, I was not. There's Iron Leaves should have been abandoned right away. It is not a usable Pokemon. And now we're just laddering. Why do we keep seeing Gliscor every game? This Pokemon's really irritating. It's going to be special too. Okay, well, let's do the same thing, I suppose. Let's do the same thing. This Molt is Fizz Def, though, so we got to be aware of that. Okay, Mola lead. Let's set up rocks. Only way this goes poorly is if we get Scald burned right away. Favorite gen of OU, 8. Maybe 7. Gen 9 is really bad. I don't like Gen 9. Natdex is fun. Gen 9 OU is really terrible. Okay, Tusk comes in immediately. Play is always Moltres. Gliscor, good switch. Good switch. Let's throw off a Flamethrower. Okay, it's Defog. That's not good. That's actually not terrible. No, but double removal, that is terrible. Let's go Treads here. Hopefully not on the knockoff. Hopefully on the Toxic. Okay, good. And we can go for Rocks again. I'm hoping it's Roost EQ. And it doesn't have... Actually, let's just Ice Spinner here. We can get some damage on the... No, but the Zard might come in. Yeah, okay, cool. So that worked out. Let's see. Let's go... What do we want? Let's go Coco here. That'll put us in a spot to apply some aggression. Sleep Claws in this is... Okay, one foe can be put to sleep, but not an electric terrain. So that's pretty cool. Okay, Tusk is gonna... That's surprising to me. That did take damage. It might be Scarf, so let's go into Molt. Yeah, that... I'm getting Scarf energy from this. Let's U-turn here. Want to calc... Did we hit Gliscor with an attack? We did, right? Flamethrower. Let's see Molt Flamethrower on Gliscor. And we did 35. We did 34. So it's probably special, as all Gliscor seem to be. Yeah, no, it's special. Why are they always specially defensive now? Okay, let's go into this, and let's just HP Ice. Actually, yeah, you know, I just realized what this thing is. Let's Rising Voltage here. This will still kill it. It's an AV set, but it'll still die to Rising Voltage. Yep, cool. I'm guessing my opponent did not expect Rising Voltage. Okay, we're going to get Pursuit trapped here, and it's not going to be fun. But, yeah. But we'll survive. We can wish here. Is this just like a banded tar? I think it is. It's interesting. You don't see that every day, that's for sure. Yeah, when I had the idea to build Iron Leaves, I forgot about Pursuit. And then at like 2 hours before the stream, I was like, oh, Pursuit exists and Gambit's at like 50% usage. I can't run this, can I? That's kind of the what dawned on me. Let's flip turn and hopefully not... Oh, we outspeed. Okay, that's... Alright. That's not good. Let's go Gambit. I think we're going to get Sludge Bombed. Then I'm going to go Coco on the Spore. Then we're going to go back into Gambit. I think that's the move. I also think this is a Scarf Tusk, which is crazy. The other thing is Gambit Ironhead, now that Mola is dead, actually looks really offensively solid here. Let's go right back into Gambit. Yeah, Ironhead is looking so good here. Because that's a special Gliscor, a Scarf Tusk. Okay, this is Banded. I don't want to take a Banded EQ. We're going to go Mola here. Yeah, there's the EQ. And we're going to flip turn. We're going to go Gambit, and I just want to click Knockoff here. I just want to click Knockoff. If we can get this thing's helmet off, we really make it easier for Gambit next time. Bad side is we probably get Spored after that, but that's not the end of the world. Okay, we knocked the T-Tar, looks like. Interesting. Oh, AV. Okay. I guess, no, Banded would have killed Manectric, so I'm being foolish. We can flip turn here. That's actually cool that this worked out the way it did, because now we can go Coco and then back into Gambit, and we get the sleep immunity again, which is really nice. The reason we're not doing some other... That did nothing. Let's Ironhead. Because I think Tusk will come in, and I want the Tusk to keep its Scarf. Okay, we kill Tar. Cool. Gliscor, I'm clicking Ironhead. I'm doing it again. Okay, what? I thought that would do a lot more. Okay, never mind. We're gonna abort that mission. Let's go Mola here. Or let's go Treads. We can Treads an Ice Spinner. That's fine here. Okay, let's rock up immediately. And it is Protect, which is expected, but good to know. Good to have confirmation, I guess I should say. Okay, Zard's going to come in. I think we immediately go Olo on this. Let's see what this thing wants to do. It is indeed Zard Y. We're going to Protect on this. We're going to go Molt. We'll Roost. It's Ancient Power. Okay, that's annoying, but whatever. Guess I should not have expected any less. Ancient Power, like, come on, though. That's whack. We'll Tact. Okay, yeah, good catch. Let's Wish. Okay, we don't get Spored. Cool. I'm gonna go Gambit. No, it's probably gonna happen here, isn't it? I'm still gonna go Gambit. Okay, we get Slept. That's fine. Let's go Mola here. I think that's gonna be solid. Flip turn. We can kind of click HP Ice on the whole team if rocks are up, which is nice. Yeah, that Ancient Power was devastating. I feel like it's not a common move, right? I don't know. Maybe it is. So, Matthew, something you're not remembering, Matthew Watson, something you're not remembering is that Gen 9 did have a Pokemon that could set it. It was just, you set Electric Terrain, it was just Miraidon. So nobody wanted to have to deal with that. Okay, special Gliscor. Let's see here. What do we want to go here? What is this set? Okay, how do we... Okay, there we go. Manectric, HP Ice. So after 2 healings of poison, that's still killing. So let's go into this. We can Flamethrower here. Definitely you don't stay in with Gliscor. Cool. Now do we kill with Hidden Power Ice? Very likely, so let's go for that. Based on the calc, we are very likely to kill with HP Ice. Okay, we catch Tusk coming in, and I'm just going to go Mola here. I think Mola is the only really reasonable play at this point. Will I ever try Mega Banette? Absolutely, yes. Yes, we'll do that. Solar Beam does not kill me, so I'm clicking Toxic immediately on this. Toxic on this is huge. Okay, we don't get critical hit, we land the Toxic. Perfect. Can we sack Coco? I feel like probably. I don't really see what Coco's doing for us at this stage. I don't really see what Coco's doing for us. So let's go into that. I think we go Manectric now. And I think I'm okay to click Flamethrower, honestly. Yeah, let's click Flamethrower. Okay, we're going to kill Amoonguss. Cool. Probably should have thought this one through a little more, though. I did not consider how scary this would be when it came back in. I think we can let go of Gambit without too much of a problem, though. Then we can go Mola, and we can flip turn. And then Mola will live next time. So I think that's fine. Mola, I think next time will live too. Yeah. Mola will pretty confidently live too next time. Glowbro, I don't think we are collabing, to be honest. You're kind of notorious for being a chat troll, so... Or not a troll, but... You've been in some controversial stuff in the Discord, so I don't think we'll collab. Okay, we're going to flip turn. And we still have electric terrain up, so I think we can actually just go... I think we can go Treads here. Does Treads kill? After toxic damage, it's going to take 6%, so it'll be at... No, unfortunately, we cannot do that quite yet. So I think then I have to go into Manectric here. And I think Manectric's going to go for... Probably HP Ice, I think is fine. Yeah, okay, because HP Ice plus Toxic... No, Flamethrower plus Toxic is actually not guaranteed to kill. Is it? It's 12 plus... Flamethrower is likely... I think we just click a Volt switch here. Yeah, okay, cool. That worked out. And we can go Mola here. And this, it'll be a slow one, but we're pretty much guaranteed to win now. We can go Treads, just hard Treads here, and click Ice Spinner. And I think we always kill, Tusk with Ice Spinner. Yeah, Tusk is always dropping, so we should be locked in for the guaranteed W here. Yeah, especially with that play being toxic. Okay, it's good. Click it again. Even a critical hit wouldn't have killed us there. Good stuff. GG. Stay in, and we can just go Mola here and flip turn to kill. Cool. Yeah, we did away with Iron Leaves. We're just laddering instead with the Mega Manectric team. Actually, though, I don't want to play this again. We're going to see another Gliscor, I just know it. So let's go with this. Let's go with this team. Yeah, copy of Untitled 1, epic name. I'm tired of getting smoked by Gliscor every game. Or not smoked, like we're winning, but Gliscor is just really annoying for this team. Like, it can beat it, as you can see. We've beaten several Gliscor teams, but it kind of turns it into an annoying HP Ice guessing game that's like a stall war. And yeah, so, okay, and of course we don't see a Gliscor, but this looks like a pretty solid matchup for me. We've got Chilly Reception to get rid of rain. We've got Pharaoh. We've got Sand. We've got like so many weathers. I feel like I probably should be in a winning position here. I think I just want to start off with Slowking. I don't think Crawdaunt will lead. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to pop the Inferno Overdrive, honestly. Okay, Raging Bolt comes in. That's fine. We can just Chilly Reception here. Actually, let's Toxic. Toxic will hit everything and be pretty good here. It won't be good if the Crawdaunt comes in. Okay, Pharaoh comes in. I'm going to Chilly Reception. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think you stay in here. We can go into Lando, and we can just U-turn here. Okay, Pelly wants to come in. That's totally fine. It's T-Tar time. We're clicking Stealth Rock. And we're going to keep the Mega not activated so we can Mega Evolve and then get the Sand Stream. Those are the strats. On this, I think we want to go immediately into Ival and just click Aura Sphere. Okay, Chople, not great. Hopefully not Gyro Ball. It's Power Whip. Okay, I was really worried it just was about to smoke me with Gyro Ball. That's good. Okay, good stuff there. Let's just go Pharaoh, really. I mean, there's really nothing wrong with setting up some spikes. Am I okay if hazards go up on both sides? Or does that benefit my opponent more? That is the question. I think I'm not okay with hazards going up on both sides. I think that benefits my opponent more. So I'm going to go into this and going to click EQ. Okay, well, now that I know that it can't do anything, I'm just going to... It doesn't have spikes. So, okay, we U-turned. That went perfectly because now we can go into T-Tar and we can Pursuit. Or actually, do we really need to Pursuit or can we just knock off? Pursuit potentially could lead... No, let's Pursuit. Oh, okay. Looks like it was a good move to go for the knockoff. And Pelipper is not coming in again. Okay, wow. That was not that hard, honestly. Let's bring in Pharaoh here. That'll take a water move well. Yeah, and that'll bait a non-water move so we can go into Lando. Pelipper's just going to get sacked. We do want to keep Landorus around for the Raging Bolt, though. Actually, it's really chipped. Maybe we don't so much need to. Probably just U-turn here into Pharaoh. That'll put us in a good spot. We can Protect here, so we live in EQ. I think we do live in EQ now. Yeah, we have good chance at least. Leech Seed is going to be our best move. Okay, we get Critical Hit. Kind of annoying, not a big deal though. Can Coco kill with an HP Ice? It cannot. So we are going to go... Could go Landorus EQ here. Kind of invites in the Crawdaunt, but sort of all of our plays invite in the Crawdaunt. So let's go Lando EQ. Lando EQ also allows us to Toxic the D-Knight if that comes in, which is nice. I'm guessing Banded Jet. So, and Slowking is totally useless, so let's go into that. I think that's Banded damage. Cool. So we can just Sludge Bomb here then. Okay, Pharaoh's gonna come in, that's fine. Do we want to be in with this? I think we want to Chilly here into Coco. I think that's our strongest Mon to have on the field. Definitely the risk here is losing to D-Knight. That's the situation we want to avoid at all costs. I think we have to taunt here. We don't want this thing setting up. Okay, good. We block the DD, and I'm going to U-turn here. Okay, we're going to pivot out on the Bolt. Fine. How much is a Mega T-Tar Ice Punch doing to a Dragonite? Through multi-scale? No, okay, because that's considering rocks. Heavy. Not quite enough. The problem is I don't think we have enough turns to stall it out with Toxic as well. How about Ival? Oh, we've got like a modest specs Ival. That should be able to one-shot that thing, I would think. Yeah, okay, Ival gets the job done. Or rather, Ival forces, like, baits in the Daunt to come and kill. Yeah, but this is fine too. This is fine too. Because this ends up allowing us to taunt the thing. Actually, I think this is okay. But I'm not entirely certain. Landorus takes that much after an Intimidate? Okay, no, it'll be -1. No, we're still dying though. Oh, is this guy a stream sniper? Everybody in chat seems to be saying that. Oh, okay. I think I see the plan. I think I see the plan. We got to set sand. So we sack. Okay. Okay. No, let me think about this. Okay, we set sand, we go Lando, then we go Coco. I think I have the plan down. Okay, that works too. Let's Ice Punch. Yeah, I don't really know what the idea was there. I'm not sure what my opponent was cooking. Thanks, you too, GG. That was pretty good. I should have, I think, been a little more careful with Pharaoh. Definitely D-Knight, pretty scary for this team. Yeah, I think the real answer for D-Knight is Toxic stalling with, because you can Toxic with Lando, or you can actually, do we have Shadow Ball in this? We don't. Okay, that's fine. You can Toxic with stuff, and then you can tech stall with Pharaoh, but because we lost Pharaoh, that ended up not being a late game option, which led to that being a little bit scary. Scarier than I would have liked. What do we want to start with here? Let's start with T-Tar. It looks pretty solid. Okay, it's going to be Tusk Lead. Not ideal. Let's go Pharaoh. I don't think CC is really run in this tier much. So let's go for a Leech. Okay, we can protect here on the probably the Mega. Cool, and we can go T-Tar. If it's Focus Blast, it's Focus Blast. You know, you can't live in fear of it. Okay, Scorching Sands, that's all. That really blows. Ugh. That's the immediate burn. And now we don't... That sucks. Okay, well, nothing to do about that. Nothing can be done. Let's defog, I guess. That blows, though. That burn is so bad. We can poison the Alo as well. So that's okay, but yeah, that... dude, not how you want to see things go. Yeah. Let's get an Ival here. And we can't trap the Glow King now either, which is... We can at least go for a Specs T-Bolt. Okay, we get the Paralysis. I mean, that's not what we needed, but it's something. We can go Slow King here. Yeah, no, that burn was really bad. That burn was really bad. And this isn't actually that good of a situation for us. Yeah, it's just gonna chill. I guess we can go Tar. Okay, this is actually kind of good. Let's Let's Mega Evo Pursuit anyway. We'll not kill, but we'll do a lot. Okay, that's good damage. Let's go for the rocks here. Okay, it's gonna go for the Wish. That's good. Probably gonna try to heal up Glow King. I'm trying to think if I have any effective way of dissuading the Glow King heal here. Does Flip Turn kill? Flip Turn will not do it. So I think the most effective way of dissuading that is actually just knocking off so that Glow King won't come in here. Okay, Zard's going to come in, heal all the way up. We got a sack here. Most expendable Pokemon. Probably Glow King, to be honest. It's not that great this game. Low-key, maybe Tyranitar, though, now that I think about it. Yeah, I don't really know why... Yeah, let's sack Tar. I don't know what was going through my head there. We are looking... It's looking like so close to Moonblast just ruining this team. I want to go into Slowking here just to kind of feel the situation out and go for a Chilly Reception. Okay, Slowking's... Okay, so we're going to see that come in here. Alright, let's go into Koko and U-turn. Okay, Raging Bolt comes out. Makes sense. Can it kill Ival? It cannot. So let's do that, and let's just go for a Moonblast here. Ival cannot die to a Thunderclap here. And Slowking is not getting two-shot, but it's taking a lot. It now can't kill with a Sludge Bomb, so I'm going to go for the Moonblast again. Please don't have Thunder Wave. Okay, just click Chilly Reception. That's actually fine. I'm going to go Slowking on this for sure. Okay, we get Psychicked. That's fine. Let's go Pharaoh. And actually, Power Whip looks really good here. I'm clicking it again. Okay, Tusk spins, but that's no more Tusk. So Koko now looks really good. I think we let go of the Lando. I think that's going to be our least useful Pokemon, because Glowking can at least pivot around. Definitely, you never sack the Zard here. The Zard is so good. You never sack the Zard, so we're going to U-turn. Good. And we're going to Moonblast. Do we T-Bolt? No, we Moonblast. Wasn't keeping T-Tar alive for G-King nice. Kind of, but not really, because, you know, it was at super low health, and Pursuit didn't actually do that much damage. Let's go Slowking. Okay, Zard comes in. I don't think Weather Ball actually kills here. It has a low chance to kill, so we should be good. So I'm just going to Chilly. Yeah, Weather Ball is not likely to kill here. And we get the 12.5%. Hate that. Hate that, hate that, hate that. Well, okay. Yeah, I mean, I think we're screwed. Let's U-turn. I think we're cooked. Our goose is cooked. We're gonna kill Mola, but like we needed that to not get the 12%. You never switch Zard here. I'm gonna go Pharaoh. If we get Focus Blasted, we get Focus Blasted. But you can't go Zard here because then the Weather Ball. Just okay. Gonna go Koko here. Okay. We're cooking with oil. I'm gonna U-turn. Or do we? I'm gonna U-turn. Okay, we got it. I'm gaming. No, it has Sun now. I'm going to Vacuum Wave. Oh, no, what do we do? Yeah. Okay, hold on. I'm going Pharaoh on the Lele. I'm going Koko on the Zard. Okay, on the foot. That's fine, too. We can U-turn here. And we can Moonblast. What? I could have sworn I calculated that was impossible to kill. Oh my gosh, it was Timid. Why is Tim... Okay. Modest had a 25% chance to kill. Are you kidding me? That's what we got. That's what we get ruined by. Alright, I'm going to try to, I guess, Gigavolt Havoc the Lele here. I guess. I mean, that's... I cannot believe that's what takes us down. We get 25% rolled. And that was after another roll already. Bad luck with another roll. Okay, at least we get that double. It's T-Bolt. Oh, no, you just sacked. Okay, that's weird. I don't think that was the play. I'm guessing my opponent thinks they can win with Focus Blast. I think we can actually live with Leech Seed and Protect. Especially if the misses happen. Okay, double miss. I'm totally taking that. And as I said, look at this calc, right? We're max Spadef Protect Pharaoh. That was doing 50. That was not killing. I'm pretty sure with Leech and Protect, we PP stalled those successfully. But no, after that 25% roll killing, I'm taking the double Focus Blast miss for sure. That was an insane endgame. Somebody says, GDASF saying I should have vacuum waved anyway after we got rolled by the Thunderclap. Absolutely not. What if Lele came in? That would not have been the move. I'd like to note that ever since we've ditched Iron Leaves, we have been on a solid win streak. We have not lost one game. No, but actually all we needed was one F-Blast dodge, because we also could have just Power Whipped with Pharaoh. Anyway, we're in this next game now, and Ival Moonblast looks okay here. We kind of have to chip down the this thing a little bit. I actually kind of want to lead with Ival because it just looks really generally good. I'm just going to click Aura Sphere here. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to click it again. I feel like the Molt's going to U-turn here. No. Is that a thing? Okay, well, we just lost our best Pokemon. I did not think anybody ran Hurricane. I've never seen that before. Okay, well, let's... Wow. No, that's... What? Wait, you stayed in? You have a Treads. Bro, what is this? Why'd you stay in against the Coco? Like... What? Okay, well, all right, I don't know what's going on. Let's, we can Chili here. Hopefully we catch the Heatran. Okay, we do. Good. Let's pursue... What do we do here? Let's knock off. Okay, that's good. I don't care for the Spadef drop, but we can go Lando here. Okay, let's defog. All right, and, oh, Eruption. That's... What? Elo. This is 1800. Okay. So we got like we got someone that knows what they're doing. They're just playing super weird. I'm gonna Toxic and hope it's not Speedy. It's Speedy. Okay. Yeah, we're at that point of the game. Was that did so much? Actually, no, that's not Bandit or anything. That's just Kyurem. We're Fizz Def though on this, so let's go for Sludge Bomb. Can Z Fire kill here? No. Not really even close. Let's go for a Toxic. Can we let T-Tar go and still have a chance at winning this game? I think so. Oh, great. That was actually... That's fantastic. T-Tar, you're amazing for living that. I really appreciate it. Yeah, that intro sequence, I did not think Hurricane Molt was a thing. Our plan now is to win with, you know, some stuff. I'm gonna Power Whip here. Oh, we got tricked. It's over. Yeah, we can't win. We can't win with a tricked Pharaoh. That's for sure. I should have protected and scouted for sure. That was poorly done. Although we can win this with Glow King. I think that's a possibility. Let's U-turn here. Actually, no, you know what? I was going to say, that's a mistake. I should have just gone for it because my opponent has shown they have absolute, oh my God, it's HP Fire. My opponent has shown they have no regard for like preserving Pokemon for some reason. Yeah, no, we just, I don't know what happened there. My opponent was playing insane and just had sets I didn't expect and was, yeah. I was playing probably a little too fast. Should have slowed down a little bit. Glow Bro Gang, what you're doing in chat right now with the milk thing, this is exactly why we're not going to collab. Yeah, no, that playing was absolutely insane. I think what really got me was losing Ival. Ival was extremely crucial in this matchup. I definitely should have just protected on the Feeny, though. That was a terrible play, why I didn't just protect on Feeny and Scout. I could have gone into Glow King, and we actually could have had a shot there. So I was just playing too quickly and not considering my options. Not considering my options well enough. But yeah, I didn't think Hurricane was on any molt. Like, in OU, no molts are running flying coverage. Just super unreliable, doesn't really hit anything. You'd rather run like Roar, Wisp, Flamethrower, Scorching Sands. Just a lot of moves you'd rather run. But yeah, the main mistake was not protecting. I think a lot of that was just BS, but the protect was just a bad play. Okay, here we can basically rip through this team with Ival. So we just want to get this started as soon as possible. Maybe I should have just led with Ival. Whatever. Let's go into this. And let's go Pharaoh on the... Okay, interesting. We can get up spikes on this. Wow. What elo? Okay, that adds up. This person does not know what they're doing. Protecting on a Pharaoh is never the move. Okay, this could be Defiant, so I want to go for just Leech here. Okay, we get low kick, but we survive. Cool. Okay, Pursuit, interesting. I'm going to go Coco, because I think it'll probably live anything this thing wants to do. Yeah, not too bad. Let's go for just the U-turn here. Treads comes in as expected. We can go into Ival here and go for a Vacuum Wave, threaten a kill. Probably they'll know what's up, but the only switch is Banette, so I actually really don't care. We can just trap it and then do this whole thing again, and they're just going to forfeit. Fair enough. GG. That was a quick win. But yeah, no, the opponent game before last was definitely not sniping. Yeah, the reason I didn't tech on the Feeny is I was thinking, oh, like, it might be a Calm Mind, but even if it was Calm Mind, I had plenty of time to beat it, you know? So I shouldn't have been rushed. Should have just teched. Okay, this looks like another Moonblast game. I'm going to lead Ival this time, because I feel like the H-Rot is a very probable lead. Is this a sample team? I feel like I've seen this before. No, not a sample. Wait, no, not quite. Okay, I'm going to go Slowking on this right away. Psyshock. That indicates Scarf, levels of damage at least. I'm going to go Pharaoh to cover the potential Psychium and the Melm. Okay, cool. And I'm just going to Leech, honestly. I think Leech looks really good against everything on this team. Fine, don't really need a Leech against a Mola anyway, wouldn't have done much for me, and I can go for that. Okay, cool. Probably going to get Mystical fired here. I'm just going to go into Slowking. Okay, Mola's going to come in. I will Toxic. Okay, we get Flip Turned. Good to know. We'll keep that in mind for next time that Melm is the... Oh, never mind. Not a Melm at all. Going to be an H-Rot. Let's go Landorus. I think we are okay with just defogging here. And I'm going to Poison this thing. Yep. That works well on the flip turn here. We do just want to keep switching in Lando and dealing with H-Rot that way. Gonna go into Slowking again. We'll get a read. Okay, good to know. It is one of these. So probably we're gonna get smacked by a Psychium here. I'm actually gonna go into T-Tar. in case we do get hit with that. Okay, it's just going to be a regular size shock. So in that case, I'm thinking this thing is going to go for a big fighting move here. So let's go into Slowking. And since we know size shock is all it has there, I'm just going to Chilly Reception and we'll survive this. Oh, probably should have thought about what I was going to do next. I guess we can go Coco. Maybe like threaten like a physical set. Be like, oh, I'm going to do it, but we're not going to do it. We're just going to U-turn. Probably we have to let something go. Right? What do we let go? It's Moonblast last, right? So... can we afford to let anything go? Is there anything we don't need for this matchup? Honestly, I feel like we just don't need Tyranitar, really. Like, it's nice for some things, but I don't think it's important. Might be important for the Latios, though, actually. I think we let the Slowking go, sad as it is to say it. We could go like T-Tar double Ival, but there, I don't think we need to play those kinds of games. Yeah, let's let it go. Okay, because now we can go Ival. And Ival will kill with a Moonblast, and it's going to put a ton of pressure on our opponent here. Okay, Melon will come in, take quite a bit. Good. We can go Pharaoh. Okay, it's going to get hurt by the Ice Punch. That's good. Let's just Leech. Actually, let's go for the... No, let's Leech. I don't want to get hit by a superpower and not do anything back. I believe we live a Mystical Fire here. Yeah, so let's go for Spikes. Okay, cool. Let's Power Whip. Yeah. Now let's go for it again. Okay, I'm going to Leech Seed once again. If it's Mystical Fire, it's Mystical Fire. But we can heal up a good bit. Actually, I'm going to go T-Tar here, because I don't think you'll be Mystical Fire and Aura Sphere. Maybe you are, but if you are, you don't go for it here. And Aura Sphere will not kill here, so we can go for Pursuit. Okay, and it's Draco, so we do Trap it, and down it goes. Good. Looking like we're well poised to win this game with Ival. Aura Sphere looking really solid now. No, the team I'm using is not a sample. We built this on a live stream. If the Tusk comes in, I'm clicking Ice Punch. We're not letting the Tusk Rapid Spin against our team in this state. Will not let it happen. Yeah, we are just going to click Ice Punch, as I said. And that is why. Yep, good. Totally like that trade. I am so down for that to happen the way it did. Okay. Yeah, let's let Pharaoh die. Yeah, Pharaoh actually could come back and be a nuisance. So we'll let it live. Probably Coco can come in here and do a nice Gigavolt. I think that looks good. Crazy how bulky Lele is. The paste is on, you can find it in the description of a recent live stream. It was the one with an Ival and a Coco on the thumbnail. Okay, we're going to kill the Lele, so we now win with Vacuum Wave, basically. Sick. What do we sack? Probably Lando, right? Yeah. We can go into this, and we just click Aura Sphere. Actually, how much is Mola taking from a Vacuum Wave? Okay, we kill Mola, now we can win with Vacuum Wave. Yeah. In case of Scarf, we're going to go Pharaoh here. Razor Shell, cool. Let's Leech Seed. Okay, go Ival here. Go for a Vacuum Wave and a Vacuum Wave to the Melm. And actually, we can, just to be really sure here, we can go Coco, Ival, and a Specs Aura Sphere here will kill any level of AV Melm pretty easily. Okay, so we yeah, this we ended 10-4, and 3 of the losses were due to Iron Leaves. So the laddering session went well once we ditched Leaves. I just wish there were more high ladder opponents on, because I actually like. If you look at the Natdex ladder, I don't know how people get up this high, because whenever I ladder, I am never facing anyone beyond like 18, like mid 1800s at absolute most. Usually average is around like 1600. So I don't know how anyone's getting a 2088. Maybe at some point we've got to do like a Saturday stream where more people will be active. But anyway, thank you guys for attending. We will not be doing Iron Leaves. There will be no part 2. There really wasn't even a part 1. Frankly, the moment the building session was really over the moment I realized it could get Pursuit trapped, which happened 2 hours before the building session. But thank you guys for attending. Really appreciate it. Iron Leaves was not fun, but the laddering was fun. And I definitely made some mistakes. I was playing a little fast today. Wasn't super in it, but I still played okay, and I think at least when I made mistakes, I realized what the mistakes were and pointed them out to you, so hopefully you were able to gain something from that. And yeah, no, this was not my finest stream. I think I was a bit, I was the opposite of locked in. I was locked out, and I will, yeah, I don't know what to say, but I hope you had fun anyway. I definitely did. So thank you for attending, and we're going to call it there. And I will not end early today. We will end in 3, 2,